What you're gonna need: mason jar, weed, and I just got 2 mason jars here with about a ½ ounce each. It's like 10 grams each of shredded weed. Coffee filters. Okay, and you need 91% alcohol.
Look it up!
Sorry about that, guys. So I just wanted to do a quick video. I gotta be quiet, my girlfriend's trying to sleep. On how to make RSO, one of the best kept secrets in the cannabis industry. And what I'm talking about is this stuff. Oil. Really, really good stuff. I mean, and you can make it look at like this. There's different variants to it. You can get it to look like that. As you can see, it's quite clear. And I'll show you guys an example of how you get it like that. Or you can get it to look like this. And this is the stuff they use to cure cancer, guys. They put it in the capsules, and then they give it to people to take orally. And this is kind of like the material they would use. And this is about 3 grams. And I was gonna put some of this in capsules. Yeah, so this is very medicinal, very good for a lot of things: appetite, cancer, a lot of things, anxiety, especially this one for edibles. You can smoke this. You can. It doesn't taste the best, but you can smoke it. But this one tastes really good. And let me show you guys how you would do that. So when using isopropyl, you have to remember this is really strong solvent. You know, it can strip a lot of things, paint, strip. It's a good stripper, let's just say that. You can get 99, which is recommended highly, or Everclear, grain alcohol. That is going to be your best recommendation. I only use this 91% because at Dollar General it's $3 for a 32-ounce bottle. I have used 70%. Don't do it. It doesn't work as well. You have to have something in the 90s or higher. So what I'm about to do here, guys, has to be quick. So for something where it's like, if you want that really blonde stuff, really blonde looking, you know, more butane looking oil, you have to do it quick, because as soon as this alcohol hits this process of the alcohol dissolving the crystals off all those little particles of weed happens almost immediately. And the best way I could explain it is it'd be like, a lot of people are familiar with BHO, you know, the butane honey oil. Imagine doing the same thing, imagine the same setup with BHO. You have the weed in some kind of cylindrical tube. You have your catching tray, but instead of using butane, you use alcohol. That alcohol is going to pass straight through the tube without being able to solidify or sit. Theoretically speaking, if you were to let marijuana soak in butane, it would come out a lot like this too. So it really just depends on the method of how you run the solvent through the plant material. This method that I'm using, although very effective, I'm trying to refine my methods. So what I'm going to do first is pour this in here, but I'm going to do it really fast. The faster you do it, the blonder, more amber color material will come out. The longer you let it sit, you'll get more something like that. So the longer you let it sit, a lot more medicinal properties, and it's not as good as tasting because you're getting a lot of that chlorophyll. When you do it quickly, you get a lot of the big trichome heads. You get a lot better of a taste. You don't get as much CBD and as much of the medicinal properties, but it's a lot better for smoking. And that's what I'm attempting to do right now, is do a poll with primarily only blonde or big trichrome heads to get that blonde color. So let me show you guys how I do this. And this right here is a coffee filter. Put 2 plies of coffee filters in a mason jar. Okay, it's kind of hard to get it to fit in there, but it takes some patience. Then I get a mesh strainer like this. It's optional. You don't have to use a mesh strainer. A little cleaner, I've noticed. Okay, so let me try this, guys. Okay, let's try this out. Remember, guys, I gotta be really fast. Name of the game right now is fast. The quicker I can do it, the blonder the material. So let's do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see, guys, being very gentle. I don't want to overfill it, and I don't want to spill any. But I think I used just enough. Okay. So now, as you can see, draining into the jar. I just gave it a little swirl. I usually pour the alcohol in here,